Amongst the stunning hills of central Georgia is a small, humble monastery, and it sits 130 feet above ground.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to our channel. But before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Most isolated homes in the world. Do some of you ever wish to run away to a far place where you have the least contact with the outside world? We got you covered. The following will be the list of the areas where you can easily relax and jam onto your music for the whole night, and no one will complain. Some people may be spooked by the idea of living in isolation, but considering all the options, it's safe to say that many people are ready to try living out there at least once. Now, whether you have plans to blast on some classics by Michael Jackson or some Baby Shark, you'll be happy to see the most isolated homes in the world. Number 9, Just Room Enough Island, Canada. Sitting in the middle of Canada's St. Lawrence River is the smallest inhabited island in the world at just 3,300 square feet. The simple named island has just enough room for its single property and was purchased in the 1950s by the Island family as a holiday home. Despite its small surface area, the island also has a tree, shrubs, and even a small beach to soak up the sun. When the waves are high, the river water often touches against the house walls, which can be life-threatening but exciting at the same time. Number 8, Eagle's Nest Lodge, Namibia. This cool looking camouflage home sits at the bottom of the Aos Mountains in Namibia alongside a collection of beautiful rock houses. Built partially from granite boulders, it would be hard to find the front door in the dark, and that's because the structure perfectly blends in with its surrounding, making it hard to see. The home has stone floors and walls and is definitely a fun place to see or visit. Number 7, Casa de Pineda in Fafé Mountains, northern Portugal. You'll be forgiven for thinking the cartoon Flintstones chose its rock to stay, a 2,600-foot mountain in Portugal. The Casa de Pineda, or House of Stone, is located near a mountain range in the north of the country and was built in 1972. It got its name from being built with 4 large boulders that serve as an initial foundation. It has proper walls and a ceiling on the house. Moreover, it proceeds to offer a complete package with bulletproof windows and doors and one of the most widely admired accessories, a swimming pool. Once an unorthodox family holiday home, it has been since converted into a small museum that attracts many visitors to breathe in its classic air. Number 6, Hermitage of San Calabano, Italy. Situated 100 meters up a smooth cliffside face is the Hermitage of San Calabano. Natural cave formed by the old generations created the structure of this hermitage and is inhabited from 1319. It was used by monks and hermits until 1782 when hermitage was abolished, then becoming a peaceful place of worship for inhabitants of the valley below. Visitors can head up the 102 steps that are carved into the rock and see the cliffside clubhouse, which offers visitors a breathtaking view and a beautiful atmosphere. Number 5, Katashiki Pillar, Central Georgia.
Katashiki Pillar is a natural limestone rock that extends out from the landscape below. While the site has held religious significance throughout history, what has sat atop this pillar has changed over the centuries.
The Katashiki Pillar, a rock that is some 40 meters high, became the site of a small Christian church in the 7th century. It has been inhabited by a Georgian monk for the last 20 years, who ensures the maintenance of the church while enjoying the magnificent views of the forest below. While he leaves the place just twice a week, each day, monks living below make the life-threatening and eye-catching 20-minute climb using a thin metal ladder placed firmly to the side of the rock to pray. Regarded as one of the most sacred landmarks on Earth, it consists of a church, a burial area, 3 hermit cells, a wine cellar, and a curtain wall, which makes this place uniquely fascinating. Number 4, Lua Island.
Photographs surfaced on the internet a little while ago with a small dot that looked like a structure. People were immediately intrigued and started doing a little research on this lonely island.
On the island Lua, there is one single house across the vast grassy rock, so there's not a soul to be seen if you decide to step out of your house. The only neighbors would be the few stray cattle moving about the cliffs. Little knowledge is known about the island, and the house that sits upon it withstanding the wild Atlantic waves. Although some claim it is now simply used as a storage house, others suggest it has been empty since the 1930s due to the grueling and lonely lifestyle and the only food being available is fish. The house has its own unique ability, which is a natural rainwater collection system for almost all year. Number 3, Dryina River House, Bosnia.
The most beautiful picture, even a National Geographic had it in it. And look at that, right behind me, there's that little house.
This cozy little cabin has a bit of a hard definition to explain, as it's situated on top of a rock in the middle of the Dryina River. Built in 1968 by a group of swimmers who needed shelter, the home has been rebuilt 7 times after being destroyed by high water levels, which clearly shows that if you remove its charming looks, it's one of the most risky places to stay in. The rock is thought to have been a common resting place for the swimmers, though, in the summer, it would get very hot and not suitable to rest on. These creative swimmers decided to build the home with planks of wood brought by the river itself. Number 2, Crystal Mill, Colorado. This charming and interesting structure, known as Crystal Mill, is located on an outcrop in Crystal, Colorado. It sits on top of the Crystal River with its original vertical ladder still hanging over the water, which makes the visitors quite mesmerized. The station was built in 1893 by George C. Eaton and B.S. Phillips and operated until 1917. It was previously known as Sheep Mountain Powerhouse, and it was built as a power plant from the Sheep Mountain Tunnel. Its water wheel generated compressed air for miners in the nearby silver mines, which shows just how useful the mill was, which all adds up to this being a brilliant and captivating place. Number 1, the Holy Trinity Monastery, Greece. The rocky hills of Meteora store not only but 6 monasteries, all of which are still fully functional to this day, which is undoubtedly interesting. The oldest of the 6, the Holy Trinity, was believed to be built in 1475 and overlooks the Greek town of Kalabaka. Meteora means suspended in the air in Greek, and this home embraces that, and just by seeing how old this dates back is the wow factor. It is reached by ascending 140 steps that were carved directly into the cliff face and reach 400 meters high. The gravity-defying area has also been featured in the 1981 James Bond film, which clearly shows that even after 500 years, this place held relevance. Even in the 21st century, enthusiasts refer to this place as heavens above. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.